Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this video is on solving linear systems using elimination. Okay, so let's take this problem number 8 that we had on our worksheet earlier. And notice that right over here, both of them are 4x's, right? So 4 and 4 is 8, but I wanted to make it a 0. So what I'm going to do is do a minus. Okay? So, and the key thing is, because I'm minusing 4x, I can't just minus 4x. I have to also minus the negative 4y minus the 28. And notice that I get a plus right here, because whenever you minus another minus, it's a plus, right? So finishing up the problem, 4 minus 4 is 0x. That's what we want. 9 plus 4 is 13y. That equals negative 52. Be careful with your negatives. But negative 24, negative 28, negative 24, negative 28 is negative 52. So now I just need to simply divide by 13. And I know that y is negative 4. And now that I know y, I'm just going to take that negative 4, and I'll just use the first equation. I'm just going to plug it right in there, substitute it in. So what we have now is 4x plus 9y, which is now negative 4, equal to negative 24. And all I need to do is solve it. 9 times negative 4 is negative 36. I'm going to go ahead and add 36 to both sides. So 4x therefore equals 12. And after I divide by 4, x is 3. And therefore my solution is x3, y, negative 4. So pause the video if you need to. And, okay, so here's another problem. Now notice this time, 4 and 2 don't cancel out. Neither does 9 and 10. So now we have to understand that sometimes we have to multiply. Sometimes we have to multiply. Now the trick, of course, is which one do I multiply? And what I'm going to do is just times this one by 2. Okay? And again, we know our distributive property. Each term is times by 2. So 2 times 2x, 4x. Minus 20y equals negative 8. Again, follow the red. All I did was do 2 times 2. Then 2 times negative 10. And 2 times negative 4. Be careful of your signs. Okay, let me clean this up a little bit. So now that I've times by 2, why would I do that? Well, let me copy down the first equation again. I'm just copying down the first equation. Notice, now I have 4x minus 4x. And now that the x is gone, I can just combine my y's, negative 11y, negative 22. I'm going to divide by negative 11. So y is going to be positive 2. And once again, I'm going to do a little substitution. Let's go ahead and use the first equation. You could use either one, but we'll just use the first equation. Negative 4x plus 9y, where y is 2, equals negative 14. And now it's just a matter of solving it. 9 times 2 is 18. I'm going to go ahead and do a negative 18 or minus 18 both sides. So negative 4x now equals negative 32. 32. And once I divide by negative 4, I know that x is positive 8. So therefore, what is my solution? is simply 8, 2. 8, 2. So again, pause the video if you need to. Okay, one more problem. Now notice again, 3 and 5, 2 and 7 don't cancel each other out. So what am I going to do again? This time, I'm going to multiply both of them, okay? Now you have to decide, is it 3 and 5 or 2 and 7? And how about if we do 5 times 3? I'm making that right there 15, okay? And then what I'm going to do is times this by negative 3 to make that negative 15. Okay, so let's see how it works here. 5 times 3, 15x. 5 times minus 2, negative 10y. 5 times 23 is 115. Now I'm going to distribute my second equation with negative 3. Negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. That's negative 21y. And that right there is negative 84. Now why did I do that is notice over here I have my 0 again. 15 minus 15 is 0x. So now that my x is gone, I can combine my y's here. Okay, let's see here. That's going to be positive 31. And once I divide by negative 31, I now know y is simply negative 1. Please be careful with your signs. It's negative 1, right? So now, once again, I'm going to plug that y in there. And so 3x minus 2, y being negative 1, equals 23. And now it's a matter again of solving. Negative times negative is positive. I'm going to minus 2 both sides. And knowing that 3x equals 21, I know x is 7. Therefore, my solution is x7, y, negative 1. So again, pause the video. And what I basically did was solve 3 linear systems. Okay. And just as a quick summary, notice on this first one, all I had to do was do a subtraction, right? The second one, I had to do a multiply with a subtraction. And finally, this one, I had to do both of them multiplied with a subtraction in there. But again, pause the video, and I'll see you tomorrow in class.